Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Moisan with Home Group Realty. Today I'm going to be focusing on 6 different tips for buyers who are out there in the real estate market looking to purchase a home. So right now, of course, we're in this pandemic. We're trying to stay as safe as possible, listen to the health officials, and do things the right way. So our brokerage, Home Group Realty, has put together a list of protocols that I'm following with my buyers to help make sure that we're all staying safe. So first and foremost, with meetings, we're replacing as many in-person meetings as possible with virtual connections, either by phone or by online video conferencing. So things like Zoom or Facebook, that type of thing. The second thing, as far as paperwork goes, so this is something we've been doing for quite some time now, but now we're using it almost exclusively, and that is electronic signatures. Everything can be signed electronically in real estate. It's very simple to do. In fact, it's sometimes almost too simple. But in this climate, it's absolutely best to do things online rather than getting together in person for signatures. With regard to viewings, we're doing online viewings first. We're asking buyers to take a look at all of the online marketing materials possible prior to in-person showings. Now, in-person showings are possible, but right now most agents, not all unfortunately, but most agents are putting together great marketing packages for their listings that include videos, floor plans, even measuring tools, 360-degree views of properties. So it's absolutely imperative that you're looking at all of these tools before booking an in-person showing. Closings. So this is definitely something new during this pandemic. But what a lot of lawyers are doing, and the closings are driven by the lawyers, but what a lot of lawyers are saying is, you know what, keep the key at the property on the lockbox on the front door, just like you do during for visits. And on closing, once the funds have been transferred and the property's closed, the buyer will get a one-day code or a code to that lockbox to open it up, take their key, and get into the house that way. And then the next day or two, the listing agent will come by and take the lockbox away. So that just prevents you from having to pick up the keys in person and that extra touch point on the day of closing. So now on to the 6 tips. So 6 tips for buyers. Number 1, first and foremost, get pre-approved. You don't want to be out and about putting risk on yourself or on other people looking at properties that you're not pre-approved for. So step number 1, it's always been the best step for home buyers, but get pre-approved for financing. Number 2, I mentioned it earlier, but review all materials online first. So do a little extra digging. If you're working with an agent, a buyer representative, ask that representative if there are any further marketing materials for the home that you're interested in. Sometimes they're kind of hidden in the listing, or there's an attached link to the listing that you might not see. But just verify that with your agent, or contact the listing agent if you don't have an agent, and see if they could provide you with extra links. Okay, so number 3, avoid touching anything in the home. Okay, so generally what's happening now is sellers are leaving lights on, they're leaving closet doors open, and all of the bedroom and other doors, interior doors within the home, they're leaving those open for showings. So generally speaking, what's happening is your buyer agent will go to the home, get the key out of the lockbox. They've got Sanitizer, of course. Enter the home. You keep your distance from the agent. You'll walk around the home, take a look through, and you really do not have to touch anything at all. So that's the best way of doing that. Number 4, travel in your own vehicle. I know this has become more commonplace anyways, but rather than getting in your agent's car, of course, where it's difficult to maintain that physical distance, we highly recommend taking your own car and driving separately. Number 5, bring your own sanitizer. I've always got sanitizer with me. I'm sure most do. A lot of listings have sanitizer within the home, but I highly suggest bring your own sanitizer. I think most of us are doing that nowadays. The other thing is to wear a face mask, especially if you cannot maintain physical distance in the home. Maybe it's a smaller home. A face mask is obviously a good thing to do. And number 6, of course, on top of everything I've talked about, follow the health officials, follow their guidance, and we'll all make through this together. Make this through together, something like that. Anyways, I appreciate you joining me today. Thanks a lot. If you need anything at all, or if you have any questions about any of the points that I've talked about during this video, please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks and have a great day.